afternoon, everybody. It's November the 28th, Monday. It is the second week of the West Virginia firearm season. I'm out here this evening by myself. Alvin could only hunt till noon. Jerod has to work today, or tonight, so he couldn't make it. And I got here at 12. Alvin had already left by the time I got here. It's taken me 50 minutes to walk out here and I'm still not out to the White Oak Flats, which are over in that direction. I can see them, not the whole flat, but the beginning of it. But I'm watching this deep hollow. I was sitting, let's see, I was sitting over there, try to get it in the camera. There's a pine over there. I don't think you can see it that well, but that's where I was sitting yesterday. That's where Jerod was sitting when he shot his, or not yesterday, but Saturday, excuse me. We don't get to hunt on Sundays here in Fayette County. But on Saturday, Jerod was sitting over there at that pine, and just to the left of it, the little swag, he shot that spike. But I'm hunting this deep hollow here, which leads over there towards Jerod's tree stand for bow season. So we're gonna give it another shot today. I took the whole week off this second week, so I'm hoping to connect with something. It's supposed to rain Wednesday, 100% chance. So I'm hoping I get something this evening, or maybe tomorrow. I couldn't get out here this morning. Like I said, Alvin was out here. I don't know if he was out here on the White Oak Flats or where he hunted. But I'm going to give it everything I've got. See what happens. Well, I've been in here 2 hours. Haven't seen a thing. It's gotten cloudy now. The sun's not out. The big thing's the wind. Weather Channel showed winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, and it's been doing that. About like Monday last week. Had a lot of high winds and nothing was moving. So, got a couple more hours. Hopefully the wind will die down. It's kind of died down some right now. But hopefully it'll die down enough. Something will go to moving. The leaves are dry enough, you'll definitely hear them walk if they're walking in, as long as the wind's not blowing. So just keep my eyes open, see if I catch anything coming through. Okay, I've moved from the White Oak Flats. It's about 15 minutes after 4. I'm set up underneath a pine. Kind of give me some cover. Kind of put me in the shadows. I'm kind of hunting a small swag between Jerod's secondary stand and my secondary stand. Coming out of here Saturday evening about 5. Alvin was standing out here in the trail, and I was coming off the hill up there, and there was a deer standing right here that he didn't see. It heard me and went down this hollow. So I know there's trails up along that knoll right there. They run just under the knoll and up from here, run along through there. So I'm hoping this will be a good spot. I'll pan around and show you this area. Jerod's secondary stand is over on the finger ridge. And there's a little swag hollow. stands over that rise right there, about halfway, I don't know, probably 75, 100 yards around that hillside. And that there's the knoll. So, stay in here until about 5 o'clock. See if anything happens to come through. Good morning, everybody. It's November the 29th, a Tuesday. Alvin and I are out here hunting. Got over here about 10:07. It's cloudy, it's rainy, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. It's supposed to be like that all day today, and even tomorrow. Heavier rain tomorrow is what they're predicting. So might not get to hunt tomorrow, not for sure. But I'm sitting in a blind that one of the club members has made. And thought I'd give this a try. It overlooks the White Oak Flat, which is right there. And it's just above the spot where Jerod killed his spike. So thought I'd give this a try until noon and then possibly move. We jumped one deer coming in on the trail and never did get to see what it was. But Alvin's hunting raw hunted yesterday evening underneath that hemlock. But I thought I'd come out here and give it a try. The rain has kind of let up. Might be a mist. Then it comes to shower. Of course, there's water dripping out of the trees. So I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on hunting. Just wanted to give you a report and let you know I'm back out here again. Me and Alvin both. I'm trying to fill my first tag. He's trying to fill his second tag. Jerod won't be able to hunt until Saturday. So hopefully I can get my first tag filled and come out here Saturday and be with him trying to fill second tag. Well, the rain stopped. Stopped about 10 o'clock. It's about 10:35 now. And as you can tell, the sun's out. And there's some blue skies. Still got some clouds, but looked at the radar on the iPhone, and the rain has moved off to the east, and still supposed to get up about 60, 63 degrees. But I'm hoping, since the rain has stopped, the wind stopped, that maybe these deer will move a little bit. I don't know, with the temperatures going up. It's, been a bad year. Warm temperatures. I mean, here it is, November the 29th, and we've got 60-degree temperatures. So, the deer's got their winter coats on and everything. So you figure they probably don't move much when it's too warm. But I'm hoping after this rain and everything, if they got wet, they'll come out and move some. They'll probably bed on the southwestern side of the ridge over here behind me to soak up some of that sun, some of that warmth, maybe to dry their hides. But this is that ridge up behind me. We've jumped plenty of deer right in through there. And of course the trail that we have to walk goes out through there and around that little hill right there. And you got a holler down below you. You got the ridge up above you. And it seems like every time we walk that trail, we're either jumping a deer up the ridge or jumping down in that holler. I did hear the turkey gobble, which I thought was unusual for November. Oh, he gobbled a dozen times. But I hear the equipment where they're putting in a right of way for the power line that's going in. So the it's not really quiet. Heard a squirrel bark a little bit ago, but I haven't seen much of anything move yet. But it's only been 30 minutes since the rain stopped. But I want to give a report. Alvin and I stay out here. I'm a little damp. We'll probably head out at 12, get a bite to eat, maybe try to get warmed up a little bit. Because with damp clothes on, even if it is 60 degrees, you're still cold. So just keep tuned. Good morning, everybody. It's December 1st, Thursday. Second week of the West Virginia firearm season. I just got into the stand that I'm going to hunt in. I've already jumped 2 deer walking out here. First one was a doe. She was way back at the beginning of the trail coming in. She went up top of the hill. The second one was just before I got here. He was feeding, had his head down. I couldn't tell what it was. And I adjusted the optics on the scope. And when I looked at it again, it was looking right at me. It looked like it had spikes, but I couldn't tell. So I didn't take the shot. And it jumped. I went up here on top of that ridge up there and stood there, broadside looking down at me. I scoped it again. And then I just don't know if it was legal to shoot or not. It might have been that small spike that I seen on Thursday or Friday last week, which wasn't legal to shoot. It was under 3 inches. It's in the upper 30s. I'm supposed to get up about 40, 41. It's mostly cloudy. The sun peeks out a few times. It took me about an hour and 45 minutes to get out here because I just took my time after jumping that doe. So I'm in here for the hunt. Alvin's with me. He's up towards his stand watching holler up there. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Afternoon, everybody. Alvin and I are back out here again. Went out for lunch and ate our lunch. Brendan fixed us some turkey noodle soup that I brought in the thermos. Me and Alvin ate it. Had a ham sandwich. And we come back out here to hunt. It's about 15 after 2. We came out about noon. All I seen was them two. Alvin, that wasn't him that shot. He thought it was me. I thought it was him. We don't know who it was. We didn't see any other vehicles parked along the road or anything to let us know it was a hunter, so I don't know. But I'm hunting above my tree stand, my primary tree stand, watching the hall on the ridge. That clear cut's behind me. Walked out and looked in it. Just a curiosity. But I've seen some, looks like trails since it's rained yesterday and Tuesday. Looks like where deer have been traveling. So I got up here in the head of this hollow. I'll show you what it looks like. That's our ridge right there that we go out. And right there at my tree stand. We got this hollow here. Down in the bottom. And you got that hillside over there. Pine thicket. So we'll try our luck here. And hopefully maybe I'll see something. I mean, I feel good. I seen 2 deer today. Alvin, he was going out to White Oak Flats. I watched him go out as I was walking out this way. So we'll just see what happens. Well, it's about 15 minutes till 5. We got about another 20 minutes of daylight. Well, I don't want to say daylight. In about 20 minutes, the sun will set, according to the Weather Channel. And then you got a half hour after that. Maybe not even that much since it's cloudy. Of shooting light. Haven't seen nothing but some birds. Haven't even seen any squirrels in this hollow. And I know the second week is usually the rough week to hunt. And the first 3 days of the first week is supposed to be the prime time of seeing and harvesting a buck. Of course, I'd say that's because there's so much hunter pressure pushing them. I've only heard 1, maybe 2 gunshots today. The one I heard at 9:20, which I thought was Alvin, and it wasn't him. And then I heard another one this afternoon, all about half hour ago. It was way off. From all my readings on some of the groups I belong to of West Virginia guys hunting, they say that they still have their cameras out and the deer are still moving at night. If you don't catch them early in the morning or wait until late in the evening, you probably won't see none during the day. And this morning it was about 7:30 when I seen that doe. And probably 8:20, 8:30 when I seen that spike. And I haven't seen nothing since. I got tomorrow and Saturday trying to score. Well, it's December 2nd, 2016. Next to the last day of the West Virginia firearm season. And just talked to Jerod. And he told me that I didn't know it, but he walked around top of the ridge up here as I was coming out here. And he got over up there on top, found him a place to sit, sat down, and about 20-30 yards from him was the 9-point bedded down. And he didn't know it until he jumped up, went over the hill, and it's steep. Got down the main holler and ran down the holler. Never got a shot at him. So we know he's still in here. He's getting ready to go home, go to bed, because he's got to work tonight. And then we'll be back out here tomorrow, unless the 9-point shows up or a legal buck shows up for me to shoot. I didn't start the video this morning when we got in here. We got in here 20 minutes to 7. And Jerod was already here. And Alvin and I come over. And like I said, Jerod was already here. And he'd seen the eyes of a couple of deers on the knoll. And he'd sent me a text that said when we got here to let him know. And he would go around the backside of the knoll and maybe push them to us when we got to a certain spot on the trail. And when we got here and got in, told him Well, he went around and ended up seeing one deer, and he come down in the holler below me. Of course, he was over on the other hillside, and he couldn't get a shot of it because it's just so thick from the other side looking over here. So he had told me about the deer running down in here, and I was just coming around the head of the holler, coming out here towards the White Oak Flats, and I stayed in there until about 7:30, started on out through here, and I didn't realize he was going around on the back side of this ridge, coming around. I'd seen him, thought it was Alvin, walking back the trail on the other side, and it was actually him going around. He's seen 4 does and a 1-horn spike, which was legal to shoot, and but he didn't shoot at it, and he come around top on this ridge behind me, over there, at the top of that ridge, and followed the ridge out so far to the end out here, like I said, and sat down and jumped up that 9-point. So I'm going to stay in here as long as I can. As you can tell, I'm shaking a little bit with the camera because I'm cold. It's about 34, 35 degrees, feels like 24 according to the Weather Channel. And apparently the deer are moving. Hopefully Alvin or I will get a shot at one. If not, we'll be back in here in the morning. Well, it's 4:50. Got about another 12 to 15 minutes before official sunset. And of course it's overcast, so it's going to get dark quicker. But me and Alvin's back out here again. Come in after lunch. Met with one of the other club members, and he was showing me pictures of some nice bucks he's still getting on camera. But he's concerned, like myself and Jerod and Alvin. He's not seen any does. Of course, Jared's seen, he said 4 does, but when I talked to him, it was a doe and a little one and 2 other does and that 1-horn spike. Forgot that Alvin said he seen 6 does a few days ago, but that could have been some does with their fawns, whatever. This year's young, but we're just not seeing the does. I've sat here in this spot till 11:30 this morning, didn't see nothing. Been back out here since 3 o'clock, and like I said, it's going on 10 till 5, and I haven't seen nothing. You'd think you'd see a doe or a few does, but I haven't seen anything. But we're going to be back out here again in the morning. Me, Jerod, and Alvin, all 3 of us. Tomorrow's the last day of the West Virginia Firearm season, officially known as West Virginia Buck season. Next week, starting Monday, is West Virginia muzzleloader season, and it's a week long. Then after that, it's back to bow hunting. But usually by then, it's kind of late to be bow hunting. Deer have been shot at and spooked so much. I don't know if you get them to come in close enough for a bow shot. But just wanted to give a report. Like I said, it's getting dark in the woods. I mean, I still got plenty of light to see. But probably in about 15-20 minutes I need to start out of here. It's a pretty good long walk out of here. But I wanted to give a report. Like I said, tomorrow's the last day. I still have 2 tags So I'm hoping I see something here in just a little bit, or in the morning, sometime tomorrow, able to score on one. Jerod killed a deer with it. Jared's killed a deer with his bow and his rifle. Alvin's killed a deer with his bow and his rifle. I've killed one with the bow and haven't had the opportunity to shoot one with the rifle yet. So, keeping my fingers crossed. But again, this is true hunting, not TV hunting. This is true hunting. It's not as easy as it's made to look like on TV. That's the reason why we started J&J True Outdoor Adventures, to show the real, true thing about hunting. It's not always walk out, bam, shoot one. There's a lot of time and effort in it. And we appreciate everybody that watches our channel and everybody that I see and talk to tells me they watch it, want to know when the next video is coming out. So, with that, I'm going to shut the camera off and hunt these few last minutes to see if anything comes through. Good morning, everybody. It's December the 3rd. It's the last day. It's Saturday, last day of the West Virginia firearm season. Jerod, Alvin, and I are out here hunting, and Jerod and I was going to go out to the White Oak Flats and hunt, but one of our good friends that's a member of the club, Robbie, who, of course, I know he probably had to work last week, but he hadn't hunted all last week, or this week, and we didn't see him over here Thursday, Friday, or Saturday of last week, is here today. So we know he hunts out on the White Oak Flats. He's got his stand out there. So actually I'm hunting on top of the ridge that leads out to the White Oak Flats. I'll give you a view of that here in just a minute. And Jerod, he went below me, going around and on the back side of this ridge. He's done jumped 3 deer, but he couldn't tell what they were. And of course the leaves are starting to dry out now and everything from the rain. A couple temperatures and the breeze and stuff we've had is really starting to dry them out, so you can't walk very quietly. But let me give you a view of where I'm at. Like I said, I'm up on top of the ridge. My tree stand, my secondary tree stand, is way over that point there, past those pines. And you can't really see but Cliff Top Road. I don't know if I can get it zoomed in or not. No, I can't. It's right down in there. That's it, I think. But this is the area we're hunting. Big, deep hollow. Ridge, and the ridge goes on out that way towards the White Oak Flat, and there's deep hollow over here to my right. I'm going to have to move up a little bit, but I'm going to wait till Jerod got out of sight. There's an old pipe feeder about 30 yards in front of me, and I need to move up to it where I can see down both sides real good and see the top of this ridge real good. But this is the last day of the West Virginia firearm season of 2016. Monday is the opener of the black powder, and we'll be able to hunt Saturday. I may take off work Friday and hunt Friday and Saturday, but I know Saturday for sure. I've been off 2 weeks now for the West Virginia firearm season, and as I've probably said in earlier videos, I got a doe opening day of bow season. Jerod got a doe about 2 weeks before gun season. Alvin got a doe just as soon as he got here. It was election day in November. And Alvin scored first on a 3-point last week up at camp on Tuesday. Jerod killed a spike this past Saturday out here on the White Oak Flat, and so far I haven't seen anything to shoot at. I've seen a few does. I've seen one spike. He was too small to shoot. West Virginia regulates that it has to be 3 inches or more. Of course, I would like to kill a big rack buck, but now it's down to the nitty gritty. If a 6-inch or longer spike shows up, I'm shooting it. Yes, I like the rack. I'd like to rack hunt, but I'm more about the meat than the rack. So I'm gonna shut the camera off and get quiet. Since Jared's already went around the point, he might jump something on the backside back up towards me. So I'll let you know if I hear anything or if I get anything. Well, it's about 15 after 4. I've been in this holler since about 1:30 and haven't seen nothing. Had 2 Air National Guard C-130s, I think, go overhead. Almost just treetop high earlier. Didn't have the camera out, and I'd love to get some footage of that. But like I said, it's about 15 after 4. We got maybe an hour and 20 minutes left to hunt. And that's going to wrap up the 2016 West Virginia firearm season. Met up with Alvin about 11:30. He's seen 4 or 5, several does, a yearling, and the one-horn spike, but he said they were running. He said he don't know if the spike was chasing the does or something jumped them, because he said they had their flags up and they were running, and he couldn't get a shot at them, or at the one-horn spike. Jerod, of course, this morning jumped 3, possibly a few more, but they went around the point and apparently down over the hill. I haven't seen nothing. Of course, I don't do a lot of walking, but I find a spot and I set. I sat up there on top of the ridge this morning till about 11. It just got too cold. I had to get up and move, and then, like I said, I met up with Jerod, then met up with Alvin, and we went out and had lunch. Jerod stayed in the woods. He didn't want to go get lunch because he's running on adrenaline right now. He hasn't had any sleep. He worked last night and got home this morning. I picked him up, and we've been over here hunting. But it's just been a bad year. I missed 2 on Tuesday of the first week. I've seen a few over here. Nothing I could shoot. Jerod locked up and got that spike. But we do know the 9-point's still in here. I met up with another club member who's got trail cameras out, still out. Got several nice bucks off his trail camera. Still, most of the activities at nighttime. And that's the way it's looking right now. Just nothing is moving. I got up just a little bit ago and walked out that trail right out through there towards that young pine. And I found where deer have come out of the select cut over here, crossed over, went down in this holler. You can see their impressions. You can see where they come off the hill. That old roadway is not really a roadway. It's an old, I think they call it a Shea Railroad. To come from a mine shaft, it's way on down. But you can see where the deer have crossed it since they've done this select cut. I found some fresh droppings. But during the daytime this week, they're just not moving much. Early in the morning, and if it's late at evening, it's after sunset. But this is probably my last video for the 2016 West Virginia firearms season. If I'm lucky enough, Jerod or Alvin's lucky enough to get something before we get out of here, I hope to get it on video, show you what they got. But I've only heard 2 shots today. But like I said, this is the second week. A lot of people don't hunt that much the second week. They got their bucks during the first week. So, appreciate you watching. Appreciate those who subscribe to my channel. Appreciate those who like our Facebook page. And hopefully, maybe next week, black powder season, I'll have something better to report. I know you guys get tired of hearing me talk. But when there's nothing going on, nothing going on. That's what we call it, true outdoor adventures. Because sometimes you get one, sometimes you don't. And we try to capture them on camera when we can. And that's usually during bow season. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off again. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments and your likes. And I guess better luck next year.